Wednesday, uh, September 4th. I'm Gene, and welcome to Hanging with Uncle. So, first thing I want to say today is happy happy birthday to my brother, Carl. Love you, man. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hi, family. So, let me begin this by saying I am not an economist. I've never taken an economy class in college, but also I'm not stupid. I understand things. One thing, again, I think one of the most important things I took away from law school was from my first year in torts class, and that is to learn what is foreseeable. So in other words, if somebody does something or doesn't do something, what is the likely result of that choice? It's a consequence or benefit to somebody. Because if it benefits one person, it's a detriment to another. Sometimes, not all the time. But I want to talk about tariffs today. So, again, anyone that has more knowledge on this, please feel free to chime in the comment section. This is all about learning, educating yourself, and understanding what's going on. So a tariff is a tax imposed on the importer of a good, right? So in other words, let's just talk about widgets, which is a totally scientific, made up, good. Okay, it doesn't exist, but that's why we're going to talk about widgets so you can understand. All right, now, if I'm the importer of the country or of a company that is buying something another country is exporting to the United States, then let's just say they impose a 3% tariff on that, right? That means I'm going to pay 3% more for those goods I'm buying from the other country. So what does that mean? If I'm paying more for it, guess who's going to pay for that? The consumer, you. That's why your prices go up when a tariff is imposed. Which is why when Cadet Bonespurs says how tariffs are a wonderful thing, well, let's talk about who that benefits, because there's more than just the technical definition to a tariff, in my opinion. Let's say Warren Buffett owns company A, and I own company B. Warren Buffett's a multi-billionaire. I'm not even close. Right? All right, so let's put that in comparison. But both of our companies import widgets from company X or country X, right? Well, if we're both going to pay 3% more, how is that going to trickle down to the consumer? Because that's what everything is about, is the consumer. It means that because company A is so much bigger, they distribute to a larger, base of consumers. They will increase that cost of that widget to cover their cost for the tariff, but they won't have to increase it as much, right? Versus me and company B, I pay that 3%, and let's just say I want to maintain status quo on profit margins. I raise my price of my widget 3%. But because my base of operation is much smaller, 3% is going to be a lot more expensive from my company versus Warren Buffett. So if you need a widget, who are you going to go to? You see what I'm saying? You pay less. It's about your dollar and your pocket. But now, what does that create? It discourages competition, because by paying more for that same product, I'm being forced out of business, unless people just really, really don't like Warren Buffett and want to make sure my business stays afloat. But I'm more likely to lose my business, as is anyone else that is in the market of widgets. Are you with me so far? So what it does is that for those companies, like Company A, they get a majority of the profits, they stay afloat, they squeeze out businesses in the industry and maintain control of widgets. So that's how it eliminates competition, but it also creates a system of oligarchy where the few, the people with the money, make the decisions, which is what is happening right now. Look at our Supreme Court with people like Leonard Leo and Harlan Crow buying off Sam Alito and Clarence Thomas. So that is an example of how it works, what it creates, and why it's bad. So if you guys have a better definition of a tariff and why, your opinion or why I'm incorrect, please educate me. The link to my definition and understanding of a tariff is in the description box below. So please let me know what you think. And just remember that for you and me, the consumer, the working class, the bottom rung of the economic ladder, we probably do not want to vote for somebody that supports imposing tariffs. It always comes down to you and me paying for it. So that's all I have for this morning. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you like this content, please hit subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss one wherever we go live and put new content out there. So be kind to one another, treat each other the way you want to be treated.